Come on!
That's the end of that. What was that?
No, you don't. Damn you.
Hold, and stand down. If you want to get into Riften, use the north gate. This one's closed. My orders are to tell the riffraff to use the north gate. That's it. No, you can use the north gate, or you can head to the next city. There's nothing else to discuss. Use the north
Brigands
gate
I can
if you
handle.
want to enter Riften.
But this talk of dragons? World gone mad, I say.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you?
No
let you in.
lollygagging.
Just let me unlock the
Until
gate.
next time.
The gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
I had another run-in with a thief's guild.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble? Yeah? Well, I got... Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back. So keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Only way you could have found one of those is by stealing it. Guess you'll fit in around here better than I thought. So what do you want to know? Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take that up with Vex in the Thieves Guild. Get in good with them and you'll find her. Be seeing you around.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time for double the usual fee.
I know. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your
Need something?
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. Welcome to the Pond Prawn. What can I do for you? How much?
My husband, Bercy, will be the death of me. He spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
I have all sorts of interesting items for sale. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. How much? What can I help you with? Of course. Let me know if you need anything. Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. All right, then.
All meat, guaranteed, clean and free from raw
Huh? What do you want? I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you.
Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
Come to laugh at the grave tender? If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra. Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father. My father was a priest of Archay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends. Who'd want to spend time with the weird little girl who hangs around dead people? So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know how to do. Prepare and inter the deceased. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Whiterun, and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory. I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. I appreciate your help. Here, I'm entrusting you with the dagger. Bring it to Anders and he'll take care of the rest. A priest of Archay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger once they've completed their training. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the ritual. In my case, the head priest happened to be my father. The thing is, I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. In some ways, I still don't. I had to, for honor's sake, but I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my training to completion. When I finally became a priest, they gave me the new High Priest's dagger, but I already owned my father's. So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted. Be cautious. The pilgrimage to the shrine is not an easy one.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients. I have them all.
Fresh meats and
Buy some armor and you'll get tell about it.
Over here. Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Pale-faced butcher is more like it from what I've heard.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
You want a drink?
How can I argue with that? Ysmir's blessing on you.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, sure thing. It's yours for a day. Yes? Of course. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Yeah? What? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. Don't know why you'd help a stranger like that. But a septum's a septum. Don't care where it comes from. You can tell Shadra his debt's been paid.
Traveler, are you by chance in need of a companion? Me? No, you dunce! I wasn't talking about me! I was talking about the dog. It seems to me two things are obvious. I'm a poor influence, and you're a poor judge of character. Which makes you well suited to be this dog's new owner. Let that be a lesson when you pet its coat and it urinates on you.
That'll teach me to try
About time.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought. With a master of magic at your side, you'll have nothing to fear. Lead on.
Man's best friend? More like Mur's worst nightmare. Yes, it fails to grasp that I want to murder it. Funny, because that's all I ever think about. Oh, I guess it's true what they say. Tamriel would be a much better place if we could all be the kind of people the dogs think we are. I didn't find the cretin. I never wanted him to follow me. It was just bad luck. Well, it all has to do with the price of troll fat. It's been dropping like flies ever since the book Finn's Guide to Troll Slaying got published. Since I already own a considerable stash, it's in my best interest to kill as many trolls as I can and make the items scarce. I usually track their footprints and follow them to their lairs. They typically aren't very happy to see me. Except this one time they were too busy cornering this mangy dog, and the army of fleas in its garrison. That's right. Funny thing is, if I hadn't killed the trolls, this dog would probably have annoyed them to death. Which is precisely what it's doing to me now. In fact, I think the mongrel is trying to kill me by having me commit suicide. It was a coincidence, an unfortunate side effect. At no point did I attempt to do it any favors. In fact, if I had to do it all over again, I might have spared the trolls and used all my remaining magicka on the dog.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Like the dog? I don't like fleas, I don't like unpleasant smells, having my face licked, or loud barking in the middle of the night. I haven't the faintest idea why you'd think I'd enjoy the company of this dirty, flea-ridden cacophony of fur. How should I know? It doesn't respond to imbecile, and I can't think of a more appropriate name. So for now, I've resorted to calling it Dog. You sound like a Dury. She suggested we named it Barkrenzia or something childish like that. At least Avruz offered a male name. She suggested we name the fowl mutt Sindarion. She must have really hated the alchemist if she leaves his legacy in the mouth of this slobbering beast. My ancestors came from Vivek City. When the Red Mountains found its voice, nearly all of Vardenfell fled west to Skyrim. My mother migrated here with the Serethi clan, and worked at the farm that bears their name. Well, she was a free spirit, so while she came to help out, she didn't stay long. She'd leave on these crazy adventures, and that's where she met my father. I never even knew his name. But it doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, the only name he'll ever have is that of a vile dog. All right, then.
I've got your back. Let me know if there's anything else you need.